Welcome everybody. Welcome to Genius Loci. I'm Tuyan Ertürk. I'm an architect who studied at the Technical University of Vienna and currently working in a Vienna-based design agency where I create information design in the built environment. Today, we are going to talk about the master thesis topics, especially in architecture. If you are a non-architecture student, you can still use the methods that I'm going to talk about today. But I'm going to give examples in architecture, so keep that in mind, right? So why is it so important to choose the right topic for yourself? First of all, you will spend quite a bit of time on this project, so it is better if you choose something that you really enjoy it, right? And secondly, you can immensely affect your professional life, like after the university. If you are interested in getting into a specific field, your master thesis can help you to do that. Think of it as an entrance ticket to the field that you want to work in, a ticket that you create by yourself to work in a specific field. Depending on your preferences, that can be an architecture office, a regular architecture office, or a game design studio, for instance. Just want you to know that you can work in almost any creative field as an architect. The skills we learn throughout the university are applicable to different fields in most cases, and people are interested in hiring architects. But how do you choose your topic? I want to tell this in three possible scenarios. Either you know what to do and it is in the realm of architecture. In the second scenario, you know what to do, but it is not correlated with architecture. And in the last scenario, you have no clue what to do. So in the first scenario, you already know your specific interest in the field of architecture. Maybe you are interested in multifunctional, mixed-use buildings, or you want to know about zero-emission housing or social housing problems. In that case, your topic is tightly correlated with architecture, which means you are in luck. Here is the list of some possible ideas, by the way. I'll write them down in the description box below so you can check them out later. But what I will suggest is that you combine one of these topics with the current world problems or future goals, like climate change, space colonization, reducing carbon emissions levels, migration, pollution, security, and well-being. Basically, anything that addresses life can be solved within the realm of architecture. For example, you can choose the topic of social housing and address the problem of migration caused by the war in Ukraine. In the second scenario, let's say you are interested in a specific field, but it is not directly correlated with architecture. What I mean by that is maybe you can, or maybe you want to get into the film industry, or game industry, graphic design, or maybe you want to do animations, anything that is not directly correlated with architecture, right? You can still find a niche and bring your skill set to find a place in the industries. For instance, you can create built environments for game, especially nowadays with the expansion of the digital world through the metaverse. Yeah? Just find the skill set you need to jump into the new field and build your master thesis around that. And later, you can apply the same kind of job with your project. You can say, I already did it. I already have knowledge and interest. In the third and the last scenario, probably reflects the situation of many people, and that is not knowing what to do, which is completely fine. In this case, I would recommend instead focusing on which topic you want to choose in architecture. Focus on yourself. Focus on your life and trying to answer the question of what really annoys you in the world. It is not an easy thing to do because most of the time things annoy us and we forget about them because we basically don't really articulate them. So what I want you to do is, once you come across a situation that annoys you, write it down and put it in words. Make it tangible, right? It really annoys me, the undefined public space in the city where I live. Or it really annoys me, unpaid internships in the architecture. It really annoyed me that we didn't have a youth center in my old town. Remember, What annoys you is probably a problem of many other people as well, and architecture is there to solve them. So if we sum up the three scenarios, the first one, use formal architectural topics to address current issues and future goals happening in the world. The second scenario, use your interests and hobbies outside of architecture and find your niche and the skill sets that you can bring into this new area. The third scenario is find what annoys you in the world and solve it by using architecture. Make it personal. Well guys, thank you for watching me talk about stuff, and I hope I sparked some really fantastic ideas in your beautiful brains. If you like this video, please consider sharing it with somebody who might enjoy it as well. I think sharing and expanding knowledge is the best thing that we can do to make a better world. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. Bye.